Good morning, investors and traders. In today's segment, we'll be talking about Bitcoin and why the prices are likely to move higher. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, I highly recommend you to do so because we do talk about some really critical price levels on a daily basis. Here is a risk warning and disclaimer in front of you. If you have any further questions, feel free to come back to us. Very briefly about myself, I come with a wealth of 15 years of trading experience. During this time period, I have worked as a hedge fund trader for Bank of New York Mellon and as an equity trader with Bank of America, currently providing services as a chief analyst to Trade. The chart which is in front of you, this is your daily time frame on the MT4 platform. What we have over here is your Bitcoin chart, which shows you that the prices have rallied since they've made the low of that 3,000 or so back in July 2021. And ever since the prices, sorry, 30,000, not 3,000, 30,000, my apologies. And ever since the price has moved higher and it went all the way nearly touching that 53,000 price level. But after that, we did see in the last few weeks the price retracing from those particular price levels and coming into this area of support, which we mentioned in our previous videos, that this could be the area where prices could actually move to the upside. Prices this is the area where price can find its support, and now it appears that the prices are moving to the upside, but still the threat continues to remain. The price can still break this support zone if it comes back into this area, and then opening up the door to the next important support zone, which is more likely to be at 37 to 38. Yes, a little below that 100-day simple moving average. Now, of course, the opening question for this particular segment was why Bitcoin prices are still likely to move to the upside, or why the price can really move higher. Now, the answer to that one is going to be coming from the one important particular crossover. Now, before I continue and delve into further details of that crossover, it is important for me to explain the basics, and that is this is your 50-day simple moving average, and this is your 100, and finally your 200 simple moving average. Something which is very well known in the market is called a golden crossover. A golden crossover happens when the 50-day simple moving average crosses above the 200-day simple moving average. And you guys have guessed it right, that particular crossover is about to happen at this particular price level, provided that the price continues to stay above these particular moving averages. Now, if the 50 crosses above the 200-day simple moving average on the daily time frame, we are likely to see a massive rally, a rally which can really push the price towards its all-time previous highs of this particular area. And in fact, from there onwards, we could see the price rising further. Now, of course, for this to happen, the price needs to stay above the 50 and the 100-day simple moving average, because if the price stays above them, then yes, we are very much likely to see this bullish momentum challenging this particular price level. However, if the price fails to stay above these particular price levels, then we are likely to see the price moving back into this area of support, which could make the price move lower back into this particular area of support, which is right over here in front of you. But of course, before that, when the price does break below this particular price levels, we could see a potential support zone in around that 40,000 sort of a price level as well. So the price may actually doesn't go deep down in here. And if it doesn't, it will actually show a more bullish signal, because that means that prices are likely to bounce back up. But before we see this particular move, let's say that if the price moves back from here, before the price goes all the way to here, we could see the price finding some sort of a resistance near its 50 and the 100 simple moving average. And from there onwards, if the price clears that, then we could see the price going into next level of resistance, which is going to be that 54,000 sort of a price level. Now, if you aren't into the price action, you could certainly place a stop loss below the lows of yesterday, just over here, and then target the all-time high. Under those circumstances, your risk is going to be this much, your reward is going to be this much. So it does make sense, certainly from that particular price level. But if the price breaks below this particular price levels, then you put your stop loss below the highs of this particular candle, and you really target this particular zone. You have 2 to 1, or in fact, you target this area of support which I've mentioned before, and that is that 40,000. So again, your risk, this is your risk, and that is your reward number 2 or reward number 1. So keep an eye on these particular price levels. We'll be back with more price action on cryptos in the next coming days or so. Enjoy your time and happy trading.